Our names are Annie and Julian. We live part-time in Sweden. We started this channel to share our passion for this place and experiment with filmmaking. We feel so inspired by people who share a vision of a simpler life where you are free to live in a creative flow in deep contact with nature. Last summer, we wanted to make the perfect video. We took a week out of our calendar to film because we wanted to see what we were capable of if we really pushed ourselves. And we ended up spending about 100 hours on the project. It was kind of crazy. We made a lot of mistakes. It affected our relationship and we learned a lot. The video became one of our most watched videos and we are really proud of it. It's beautiful and tells a story. But it doesn't tell the whole story, because things aren't always what they seem. In this video, we want to show you what it was like behind the camera, tell you about the biggest challenges and what we learned from them. And if you're a fellow filmmaker, it will spare you making the same mistakes that we did. The reason we chose this specific story to make our big film about is that it has a significant, intimate meaning to us that we will tell you about later in this video. And in the end, we will show you the result. The video was about Swedish midsummer, the celebration of summer solstice. We wanted to create a fairy tale video about the myths and traditions of this day. The first challenge hit us the first day, and it lasted throughout the whole week we were filming. That was the mosquitoes. They were everywhere, and there were so many of them. It was mostly Julian who suffered, because he had to stand completely still, holding the camera or flying the drone. While I was running around in the fields, not noticing anything. Until I also grabbed a camera to film something while sitting completely still. It was horrible. We had mosquito bites all over our bodies. And I don't know if you know the feeling, but it can be so frustrating to focus when everything is just itching. At one point we had to avoid filming my face up close because I had a giant bite on my forehead. For this challenge, our solution next year is wearing hats with mosquito nets. I already got one for Julian for our anniversary. And we're so excited to see if it will help next summer. We wanted to make the film magical, and the most magical light is at sunrise and sunset. So we drove around the area, chasing the perfect sunlight. Which also meant getting really early up and staying up until the sun had set again. Those were some long working days. And then up again in the morning, because we knew we only had about 1 good hour with golden light, and we didn't want to miss it. Our biggest mistake was probably that we didn't have a plan or a manuscript. We just filmed all that we could, hoping to get something good. This led to some conflicts between us. We had talked a lot about what we wanted the result to be like, but without a storyboard or anything, we sometimes had different visions in our heads about what we were going to do. And with both of us being creatives, we could also get ideas on the spot and just roll with it, maybe without consulting the other one first. So if you want to test your relationship, do a big project together. In the future, when doing these kinds of films, we know we work better with a shot list. A list with descriptions of the shots we want. We have been using it since, not on our chapters, but for our more special videos, like our video about making lunch. We planned everything in the evening, filmed everything before noon. I edited the video in a few hours and clicked upload. Done. It's one of the videos we're most proud of. For the midsummer video, we wanted everything to be as traditional as possible. So Julian built a maypole. And one of our neighbors was so sweet to let us use some birch wood from the forest. Unfortunately, many of the traditional flowers had withered, because it was so hot. So I ended up using another beautiful flower in my flower crown, which turned out to be poisonous. Luckily, they're only dangerous if you eat them. Some of these things we can't control or plan for, like the weather. And then it's time to be creative. We were so thankful for all the beautiful light and the warm, dry days. Despite all of the time and energy this film project took, we still got to celebrate midsummer as we hoped for. Hey! It's Midsummer Eve. It's summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which is a huge tradition celebration here in Sweden. So of course we are celebrating with as many of the traditions as we could think of. We have the floral crown and the maypole that we will be dancing around later. And we have been picking flowers all week actually. Yeah. And there's this tradition that if you haven't found your partner in life, your spouse, you can pick 7 field flowers and jump 7 fences, and then in the evening before you go to sleep you put the flowers underneath your pillow and you will dream of your partner to become.
Yeah. Did you do that the first year?
No. We have been creative and playful and relaxed. Also a bit stressed. I think I had too many expectations for this day. Put too much pressure on myself about that we had to do all of these things, but it was 2 things and lunch, so. And we don't even have guests coming, it's just the 2 of us. This has kind of become a tradition of ours as well. If we're here in Sweden or even if we're in Denmark, we celebrate midsummer. Because, I don't know, it's kind of, for us, it's like Christmas and Valentine's and an anniversary put together.
Yeah.
We celebrate our romance, our love, and what we mean to each other.
I asked you 3 times now to be my midsummer bride.
Yeah. Even if this will come out later than the summer solstice, we just want to wish you a happy midsummer! The result of our week with enormous amount of filming gave me a lot of footage to work with for the finished video. I found beautiful music and made a voiceover telling the story. We were very happy with the result, and it was all worth it. You can click on the link in the end of the video to see it, and if you agree, you can give it a thumbs up. That would really mean a lot to us.
Bye.